Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra has a huge problem already, but fortunately, it's one of the easiest problems to fix, I think. If you've been playing Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra non-stop for the past week since release, you're probably well aware of this by now too, and trust me, I completely understand that it's only been a few days, okay? However, the game is severely lacking in consistent rewards for grinding, and just like every game that has rankings and leaderboards, even if the leaderboard isn't visible this season, people are definitely grinding. Some are already S rank from what I've seen. Now, I know that there's ways to kind of mid-max this if you do the math and focus on certain characters strategically, but from what I've observed personally, the amount of Zinny you get just isn't enough to progress you through the game at the pace that somebody that plays every day for hours would find appropriate. Majority of the Zinny that's available to us right now is from the battle pass and missions, but once you cap out on these, it's extremely hard to keep progressing on your Starr collection. Starr collection progression is what allows us to keep unlocking characters for free, get access to certain animations, more capsules, etc, etc. So even outside of the battle pass, this is our main progression system in the game. Once you level up character Starr progression, the statue of that character becomes more developed, and there are other benefits available to you the further you go with a certain character, but this takes character fragments as well as a good amount of Zinny too. Now, like I said before, the best way to manage your Zinny through the Starr collection progression is to focus on the lowest level characters you have. So you'd want to get all of your characters to level 1 first, then start getting them all to level 2, and so on and so forth. Fortunately, you just have to play the character to get fragments for them, and it's even possible to get fragments for the character by playing just the role itself, but when it comes to Zinny, it's a little more difficult to come by. Understandably so, let me just say this, the devs seem to want to keep people on the game for as long as possible, so they don't want to just give us unlimited amounts of Zinny, but there are people that grind the game all day, so there should be some benefits besides ranking up to make it worth for those people to keep playing. Even for people that don't grind all day, someone like me who plays every day, whether for content or just in my downtime, have already ran into this problem now of there just kind of being no rewards after your missions are completed. I will say though that yes, some missions are resetting tonight, tomorrow, etc, but to my knowledge, these give you just pretty much battle pass XP, and again, mine is already pretty much maxed out. I think I have one more level on my battle pass, and it's like a capsule or something like that. Now, there is another avenue for acquiring Zinny. I know some of you guys are probably going to bring this up in the comments, but no amount is guaranteed, and you're extremely limited on this as well. This method being the daily shop reset. This is pretty much RNG as far as I know, because I've been getting the 300 a day consistently from my shop, but my homie Vocal Pineapple actually got 3K yesterday somehow. I don't know how he did it. The man's RNG is just off the charts, so it's all luck, I guess, with whatever amount you're able to get from the shop. But at the moment, you really want to visit the shop every day for Zinny, and don't waste your Zinny on the character fragments in the shop. I'm gonna say it again, do not waste your Zinny on the character fragments in the shop. Zinny is too hard to come by, and fragments are not. It's a trap. Just play the game like a normal person and get the fragments that way, since that's really the only reward you're guaranteed, right? Of course, the game has other issues, but progression being extremely slowed down and almost brought to a halt entirely if you're free to play outside of you getting lucky with the shop, it just feels really bad. Simply, there's just needs to be more consistent rewards for just playing the game itself, no matter if you win or lose, in my opinion. I really don't think I'm asking for too much here, because I respect the shop system that they have set up. I'm not asking for dragon gems, golden capsules, or anything to bypass paying for things that they have set up already. I just want to get something out of playing the game for hours on end. Fortunately for us though, the devs are giving us an avenue to be heard, because they recently put up a survey request in game to hear the community's thoughts. I think this actually went live today if I'm not mistaken. I suggest everyone watching this video right now go fill out this survey and voice any concerns that you have with the game, whether it be the progression and in-game rewards, balancing, or anything else you can think of. Right now, honestly, I'm pretty happy with the balancing aspect of the game. Obviously, some characters feel really strong, but the day one patch addressed some things that we could see very plainly in the last beta, like Baby and Android 18, right? And even though those characters are still really strong in my opinion, they were toned down slightly, Baby especially. And I think in the next patch, whenever that goes live, they'll tone down a couple of these other characters too that might need to be looked at. Oob is looking extremely strong right now. I don't necessarily know if he needs a nerf yet, but he is kind of flying under the radar of being just this secret really strong pick. I think Khalifa is still super strong, even though I'm pretty sure she just got buffed in the last patch. And I think Cooler was just adjusted in the last patch as well. But these are just some characters off the top of my head that I know, I've seen it firsthand. They are still really strong on the game's full release. So odds are in the future we could be seeing some adjustments for them. And low key, there might even be a couple of combo cards that get looked at eventually as well. But regardless, there just needs to be more effort put into keeping people on the game beyond that, because as long as people are having fun and feel like they're working towards something, they'll keep coming back. I already completed the survey myself, so I can't really go in and show you guys everything that's on here, but it's a simple, I think around like 10 to 15 question survey asking you things from your relative age, how you found out about the game, and what other types of games that you play. They even mentioned Marvel Rivals, which is kind of weird because I think it's the only non-MOBA game they mention, but they're aware of what a game with a pretty decent battle pass and XP distribution looks like, so hopefully they'll take this feedback into account. At the end, more importantly, there's a written section where you can specifically address concerns that weren't mentioned in the survey prior, so be sure to take advantage of this ASAP. They do give us 10 G capsules for completing the survey, which I guess is cool, but Zinny would have been way more fire. I'm gonna keep it tall with y'all. The Zinny would have went way longer. Let me know down below in the comments what feedback you guys have for the Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra team. Maybe Toshi will even watch this video and things will change in the upcoming season for the better, but right now, outside of ranking up, I just don't feel a desire to grind the game all day when I don't get anything for it. I'm curious to see how many of you guys feel the same. Let me know down below in the comments. But anyways, have a great day. Like and share the video around. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more Dragon Ball content. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, my boys.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga.